Let's talk oversupply. Up to 1 in 10 breastfeeding moms deal with too much milk, also known as oversupply. You might think having extra milk is a good thing, but it can cause leaking, pain, clogged ducts, and even problems for your baby during feeding. It's like you're trying to do this amazing, natural thing for your kid, and your body decides to turn into a fire hose. When you're already sleep deprived, the last thing you need is to feel like you're drowning in your own success. If your breasts are always full, you leak through shirts, or your baby seems fussy or gassy after feeding, this video is for you. You'll learn why oversupply happens and how to manage it in easy, gentle ways. It's a super common issue, but it's not one you just have to deal with. There are real practical things you can do to find some balance and make feeding a more comfortable experience for both of you. We're going to walk through 7 tips to help you get a handle on your superpowered milk supply. We'll cover everything from feeding techniques to simple comfort measures that can make a huge difference. The goal here isn't to shut down the milk factory completely, but to gently signal to your body to dial it back just a notch. We want to find that sweet spot where your baby is happy and full, and you're not constantly worried about leaks or pain. So grab a cup of decaf coffee, get comfy, and let's figure this out together. First up is a technique that sounds a little weird but is actually a game changer. Block feeding. Instead of switching breasts every time you feed, you'll stick to just one breast for a block of time, usually about 3 to 4 hours. The magic behind block feeding is all about supply and demand. By letting one breast stay fuller for a longer period, you're sending a signal that says, "Hey, we're good over here. No need to ramp up production." So, how do you actually do it? Start with a block of about 3 hours. From 7 until 10, you'll only offer the right breast every time your baby is hungry. If the left breast starts to feel uncomfortably full during that time, you can hand express or pump just a tiny bit, like just enough to take the edge off. After the 3-hour block is up, you switch. From 10 until 1 in the afternoon, it's the left breast's turn. This method helps your body recalibrate. It's not an overnight fix, but over a few days, you should start to notice a difference. Your breasts might feel less engorged, and your baby might seem more content during feedings. Remember to listen to your body. If you feel a clogged duct starting to form, it might be a sign that the block is too long, so you can shorten it. This isn't about punishing your overachieving boobs. It's about guiding them toward a more sustainable pace. It's a partnership. And right now, you're the calm, cool, and collected manager of the milk production department. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more breastfeeding tips. Our next tip is all about becoming a super sleuth, a detective of baby cues. This means learning to spot the early signs of hunger before your baby gets to that full-blown, screaming stage. A calm baby is a more efficient nurser. When a baby is frantic, they tend to gulp and swallow a lot of air, which is no fun for anyone. So what are these secret early hunger cues? Look for subtle things. Your baby might start stirring and stretching, opening and closing their mouth, or making little sucking motions. Catching these early cues allows you to initiate feeding when your baby is still in a calm, organized state. A calm baby can latch better and manage the milk flow more effectively. Following your baby's cues, also known as feeding on demand, is crucial for regulating your supply. It ensures your baby is eating when they're truly hungry, which helps your body learn their actual needs. Trusting your baby to lead the way is one of the most powerful tools you have. Spend some time just watching your little one. Learn their unique language of hunger. You're not just feeding them, you're having a conversation. Let's talk about positioning, because how you hold your baby can make a world of difference. If you have oversupply, chances are you also have a forceful letdown. The secret is to use gravity to your advantage. Instead of having gravity help the milk flow faster, we want it to slow things down. The best way to do this is with laid-back breastfeeding, also known as biological nurturing. You're reclining comfortably on a couch or bed, propped up with lots of pillows. Then you place your baby on your chest, tummy to tummy, and let them latch on themselves. In this position, your baby is on top of the breast, and the milk has to flow uphill to get to them. Another fantastic option is the side-lying position. You and your baby lie on your sides, facing each other, tummy to tummy. It might take a little practice to get the hang of these positions. The goal is to find a position where you both can relax. Experiment a little. See what feels best for you and your little one. This next tip might sound like something your grandma would suggest, but trust me, it's an old-school remedy that works. Cold therapy. Using cold compresses or even cabbage leaves can provide amazing relief from the discomfort of engorgement. Let's start with cold compresses. You can use a bag of frozen peas wrapped in a thin towel, a wet washcloth that you've chilled in the freezer, or one of those gel packs designed for injuries. The key is to apply the cold after a feeding, not before. Applying cold for about 15 to 20 minutes can help reduce swelling and inflammation. Now let's talk about the legendary cabbage leaves. Cabbage leaves contain compounds that can help reduce swelling and fluid retention when applied to the skin. To use them, you'll want to get ahead of green cabbage. Wash the leaves, chill them in the fridge, and then gently crush the veins to help release their natural juices. Then you just tuck a leaf inside each cup of your bra, covering the breast but leaving the nipple area open. A word of caution with both cold compresses and cabbage leaves. Use them judiciously. They are effective at reducing supply, so you don't want to overdo it. It's about finding comfort and gently nudging your body in the right direction. Let's be honest, one of the most annoying parts of having oversupply is the leaking. This is where breast pads become your absolute best friend. They are the unsung heroes of the breastfeeding journey. Breast pads, both disposable and reusable, are designed to sit inside your bra and absorb any milk that leaks. Having a reliable barrier between you and the world can do wonders for your confidence. When choosing pads, you have options. Disposable pads are super convenient, especially when you're out and about. Reusable pads, often made of soft materials like cotton, bamboo, or hemp, are more eco-friendly. The most important rule of breast pads is to change them often. A wet pad held against your skin can create a warm, moist environment, which is a perfect breeding ground for bacteria or yeast. Some moms with a really significant oversupply find they need a little extra protection, especially at night. You can look for extra absorbent overnight pads, or even try layering 2 pads if you need to. Ultimately, using breast pads is about making your life easier. Embrace them. They are a simple, practical tool that allows you to focus on the important stuff. This one might feel counterintuitive, but it is so important. If you have oversupply, you need to be very careful with the breast pump. Pumping is a powerful signal to your body. It essentially screams, "We need more milk, the baby is extra hungry." If you are consistently pumping to emptiness after or between feedings, you are telling your body that your baby needs all that extra milk. So, what should you do when you feel like you're about to explode? The goal is to relieve pressure, not to empty the breast. This is where hand expression is your friend. Hand expression is a much gentler way to remove a small amount of milk. If you do need to pump, for example, if you're building a stash for returning to work, try to be strategic about it. Don't pump for long sessions. Instead of a full 20-minute session, maybe just pump for 5 to 10 minutes after a morning feed. The key is to avoid any unnecessary milk removal. Every time you're tempted to pump just because, ask yourself if it's truly necessary. Breaking the cycle of overpumping is one of the most effective ways to get your supply under control. It takes patience, but by reducing the pumping and trusting your body to adjust, you can guide your supply down to a much more manageable level. Our final tip is all about your little feeding partner. When you have an oversupply and a fast letdown, your baby is likely swallowing a lot of milk and a lot of air very quickly. This is why making time to burp your baby frequently is not just a good idea, it's essential. Instead of waiting until the very end of the feeding session to burp, try incorporating burp breaks throughout the feed. If you're block feeding, you can burp the baby before you switch sides, or you can simply pay attention to their cues. If you notice your baby starting to squirm, pull off the breast, or get fussy, it's probably a good time to pause for a burp break. There are a few classic burping positions you can try. The most common one is over your shoulder, with your baby's tummy pressing gently against you. Another great one is sitting them on your lap, leaning them slightly forward while supporting their chin and chest. These frequent burp breaks do more than just relieve gas. They also serve as a natural way to pace the feeding. So think of burping as an integral part of the feeding process, not an afterthought. By being proactive and helping your baby release that trapped air, you can prevent a lot of fussiness and discomfort later on. So there you have it. 7 tips to help you find comfort and balance when dealing with breastfeeding oversupply. It can be a really challenging thing to navigate, feeling like your body is just doing too much. But remember to be gentle with yourself. Your body is doing an incredible thing, and sometimes it just needs a little guidance to get the calibration just right. Trying things like block feeding, finding new positions, and being mindful of pumping can make a huge impact. You are learning a new skill alongside your baby, and it's okay for there to be a learning curve. The most important thing is to listen to your body and your baby. They will give you the cues you need. If something is causing you pain or stress, it's okay to make a change. And if you've tried these tips and you're still struggling, please don't hesitate to reach out to a lactation consultant or a healthcare provider. They are an amazing resource and can provide personalized support to help you reach your breastfeeding goals in a way that feels good for both of you. You don't have to figure this all out on your own. Was this helpful? Let us know in the comments below and share your own experiences with oversupply. Your story could be exactly what another mom needs to hear today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a mom who could use these tips. We're all in this together. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you are doing an amazing job.